What if I told you there's a company right now, trading well under $50, that's quietly positioning itself at the center of one of the biggest technological shifts of our generation? While everyone's chasing the headline names in artificial intelligence, this business has been methodically building something different. Something that could become absolutely essential as AI continues to reshape entire industries. The best part? Most retail investors haven't even noticed yet. If you're looking for an AI play that doesn't require you to stretch your budget, you're going to want to hear about this one. Let's dive in. This company operates in a space that most people do and think about when they hear the term artificial intelligence. But it's actually one of the most critical pieces of the puzzle. Think about it this way. AI models need massive amounts of computing power to train and run, and that computing power needs to live somewhere. This business specializes in providing the infrastructure, the backbone, if you will, that makes modern AI applications possible. They're essentially in the business of delivering cloud computing services, data center solutions, and enterprise-level technology that helps other companies deploy and scale their AI ambitions. What makes their approach interesting is that they're not trying to compete directly with the massive hyperscalers. Instead, they're carving out a niche by focusing on specialized workloads. Hybrid cloud solutions and edge computing, which is becoming increasingly important as AI moves closer to where data is actually generated. Now here's where trust comes into the picture. This company has been around for decades, and I mean decades. They've built their reputation by serving some of the world's largest enterprises, government agencies, and institutions that require absolute reliability and security. When you're dealing with critical infrastructure and sensitive data, you don't just hand your business over to the new kid on the block. You go with someone who's proven they can deliver year after year through multiple technology cycles. That track record has become a serious competitive advantage, especially now that AI is creating new concerns around data governance, compliance, and security. Organizations that are adopting AI at scale need partners they can trust, and this business has spent years earning that trust the hard way. Their global footprint is impressive as well. We're talking about operations spanning dozens of countries, data centers, offices, and customer support infrastructure spread across North America, Europe, Asia-Pacific, and Latin America. This isn't some startup operating out of a single location. They've built a truly international presence that allows them to serve multinational corporations wherever they operate. That kind of scale matters tremendously in the enterprise market because large organizations need consistency, local support, and the ability to deploy solutions across different regulatory environments. Having that global reach also means they're exposed to growth in multiple markets simultaneously, which provides some natural diversification in their revenue streams. So what exactly are they offering that ties into the AI revolution? Their core product portfolio includes high-performance computing infrastructure, which is exactly what you need to train large language models and run complex AI workloads. They also provide hybrid cloud platforms that let companies integrate their on-premise systems with cloud resources, giving businesses flexibility in how they adopt AI without having to rip out their existing technology investments. Additionally, they've been investing heavily in edge computing capabilities, which is going to be crucial as AI applications move into areas like autonomous vehicles, smart manufacturing, and real-time analytics, where you can't afford the latency of sending data back to a centralized cloud. The practical value here is that companies can come to them for an end-to-end solution rather than having to piece together services from multiple vendors. On the news front, things have been getting interesting lately. This company has announced several strategic partnerships with major players in the AI ecosystem, including collaborations with leading AI software companies and chip designers. They've also been expanding their data center capacity specifically to handle AI workloads, which tells you they're seeing real demand from customers. There have been some notable wins in the enterprise space as well, with several Fortune 500 companies choosing their platform to power AI initiatives. What's particularly encouraging is that they're not just talking about AI as a future opportunity. They're actually showing revenue growth in their AI-related service lines right now. That's a big difference from some companies that are just adding AI to their marketing materials without any real traction. Looking ahead, the investment thesis here is actually quite compelling if you take a long-term view. The AI market isn't going away, it's only going to grow, and it's going to require massive amounts of infrastructure to support that growth. This company is positioned to capture a meaningful share of that spending. especially among enterprises that value security, reliability, and the ability to integrate AI into their existing operations without massive disruption. They are also trading at what many analysts consider a reasonable valuation compared to some of the more hyped names in the space, which gives you some margin of safety. The risk, of course, is that competition in cloud infrastructure is fierce, and they need to continue executing well to maintain their market position. But for investors who want exposure to the AI infrastructure layer without paying sky-high multiples, this is definitely a name worth researching further. The company we've been discussing today is Oracle Corporation. It trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol ORCL. And as of recent trading, it's been hovering in that range that makes it accessible to most investors. Oracle has been around since the 1970s. It's built its empire on database software and is now reinventing itself for the cloud and AI era. Whether or not it belongs in your portfolio is a decision only you can make based on your own financial situation, risk tolerance, and investment goals. But it's certainly a company that deserves to be on your radar if you're re-looking at the AI space. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Do your homework, think long-term, and never invest more than you're willing to lose. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.